Do you know what annoying thing I just noticed? This forearm here is not pointing the same direction as this one. Oh. Oh. Why? I have to redraw the whole thing. Like, there's no other way around this other than to redraw the whole thing. Because even if I like do this, for example, even if I just do that, right? But you know what? I might be able to get away doing that actually. I might just get away doing this. Oh my god! Wait, hold on. And then this is way too short because this goes all the way to the back there. I need to like extend this out to there. And then hopefully this will fix. This will it will look good. Okay enough. You know what? I'm gonna stick with it. I think I think hold on. If I just like make this smaller, it'll look normal if you don't look close enough, right? Oh no. Oh shit. No. Wait. Wait. I hate it when I notice these things. I wish I sometimes I don't notice them, but I do notice them. I notice them and I can't fix them because I don't have the skill to fix them. You know what? I think that's possible. Oh god. I do this. You know what? Yeah, I'm sticking with that. Well, anyway, welcome back to drawing time. We're doing the legs today. Well, you know what I should have done actually? I should have like separated them into like their own layers. Too late for that, but not too late for this. I'm gonna separate the legs. Oh god, I'm dying. First line, bottom. Oh my god. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so legs, hips, fun times. Yeah, the plan is to make the legs longer because it looks kind of stubby right now. This one looks way longer than this one, so we are definitely going to extend the legs out a bit, make it less stubby looking. Okay, that's the plan. I'm gonna put some music up. Oh god, I ate a banana. I ate a banana. Result in the burp, I suppose. I don't know. How do bananas work? Not the way I think. Probably. Right. Legs. Let's start with the hip rotation port thingy. Okay. I feel like this is not the same. I think I need to be, yeah, like that. Okay, so this isn't entirely correct. I need to eyeball this a bit. Oh god. Eyeballing is needed, annoyingly. Okay, okay. We are. I think this is too thick. Maybe. How does this work? Okay, you don't really see like a good pick angle in this one. How about like an old picture? Oh, that thing's on the wrong. That's the wrong image file. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of raised up a bit, and then it's just like this bit kind of covers the. We can do that. Yeah, yeah. I can try to work with that. I can try. Emphasis on try. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so then dun 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 dun. Now this one's it goes up like, what do you call that? It kind of angles upwards, but I don't know how to do that. So we'll just go for like this look. I don't have the skill for that. No, do I have the patience for it? Uh, that's yeah, yeah. And it does look weird this side though. Ari, Ari. Yeah, we can work with that. Screw it, whatever. No, no, no. Let me quickly convert something so I can use this image. There you go. That's the original picture of it. And it's just a simple like hip joint. Mine's a lot more complicated. Oh my god. But this looks cool though. Well, they changed it. Like the original one had like the circle bit on the side of the face. But this one, the modern one, they move it down to be on the cheeks. And the hump is a lot more. What do you call that? A lot more protruding here. I feel like this is the kind of drawing I should draw. A lot more simple shapes. It's literally just a bunch of like squares and rectangles here. Mostly, I guess. Mine's very different though. Very, well, based on the more modern look, I suppose. I try. I try. I don't know what the heck is going on back there, so I'm just gonna have to make a guess. Just leave it like that for now. We'll stick with that for now. Something like this. That looks so weird. Oh my god, dude. Screw it, let's follow the sketch, I guess. I don't know if that's better or not. Maybe if I like do. I think it's the angle on this side here. Drawing gods, bless me with skill. Hmm. Maybe I need to draw like a something like that. So I just know where I'm going with this. That looks similar. Oh wait, no. What is this? Ugh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, damn it. What are you doing? That's close enough, question mark. I've been told by someone to not, someone who's off the same similar skill level to just try to ignore maybe, or not don't pay too much attention mind to like these mistakes. You'll eventually like, you know, fix them over time or whatever. Okay. Why does it look odd? My brain's telling me something's off. I think it's this side. Yeah, now my brain's telling me it looks okay here. Is that even a word? I don't even know. K. Mm-hmm. Something's. I think that. This side looks off compared to this. Hmm. All right, I think that looks a lot better. But okay, so this is the wrong angle then. Yeah? Hmm. I think I need to rotate this a bit. I have no idea how to do this. It's like that. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely not the same. Like, yeah. Right. Looks a lot more squished. uh, I just have a very bad sense of like distance. Wow. Why is it so hard? Ah, my brain. I can't compute this. Hmm. Seni wakat maketara baru mono. なぜそんなにも許せない。K. Right. Se ni wa katsu maketara waru mono. Hmm. I don't know how to do this. Ah. I think my life would be a lot more less stressful if I just followed this sketch, regardless how ugly it is. Just happy the fact that I drew something that's like close enough shape wise, but nope, my brain will not let me that. I can't accept that. That's not good enough for me. There are more than many. Engine da 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 da. Kamata na shiri da 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 kara. Tita da 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 da. Daisen da 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 da. Maketara waru mono. I don't know if that looks better or not. Looks odd. I have no idea how to emulate this. It's right there, but I can't emulate it. Why can't I emulate this? It's very frustrating. Maybe I don't need to do this. No, I need to do this. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Hold on. Looks like I'm kind of onto something. Not really. I mean, this looks like it's just a straight line down, but this kind of bends backwards. That's the crux of this whole thing. The fact that this kind of bends backwards. Does that fix it? Da-da-da-da-dun, da-da, 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 da-da. Kind of. I can fix it even more by doing this. Bum, bum, da-da, 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 excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. I just see what the heck. Oh. What? Oh. I think it's like that, actually. Like, this is that middle bit here. Then it's kind of cones up. And then. I don't know what I drop. I do something. Ah. How do I convert this to that? Without major redrawings. Kamakuteri. Ah, screw it, whatever. How do you sleep? No, pulling it back that defeats whole purpose. Why I brought the whole thing over here anyway. There you go. uh, I'll take that. That looks good enough, I think. Yeah. No, 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 no. There you go. Hmm. Uh, that's similar enough, I think. I don't know how to justify this though. It's like a little thing here. Oh no. I'm sure if you like ignore it from look from distance, you don't see it. Right. Screw it. Whatever. Legs. Let's just put it in a folder, I guess. Both of you get in here. You get in there. You get in there. I can't help that one, but I can do something with this one. Yep. So the legs. Right leg can be. No, both of them has to be under. Left leg. Carnival. As I look up to the sun. I tell you now, just to close you. Let me know that you're alright. Da, 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 da. No, I said I was gonna extend it a bit. Let's pull it down more. Da, 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 da. Give me the dun, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. 다리 쓰는 너 같아서 스타라 나인한다 사스나모나 우시나테 나 온다나 아이니 기뚜이드 따다다다다다다 따다다다단다다 I don't know what that is. It's supposed to be whatever that is. So I can't see the joint, man. Ah, how does this work? I could just do like that, I guess. And I can just cover it like squares like that. Thick squares. Okay. I guess. I don't know. Okay, that looks to be like some kind of like upper knee joint here, which I kind of drew, but it's very smushed as per usual. So let's make it bigger. Hello there, Rattleback. How you doing? I almost missed you. Oh shit, wait, hold on. Now I know why I almost missed you, because the screen was getting darker. Doing okay? Well, that's good. Just the weekend. Supposed to be doing okay. I'm not. I'm having a skill issue right now. Because I'm trying to draw something pretty complicated when I don't have the skill to do it. Yet here I am. uh, do you know how to tackle this issue of not being able to draw? How do I do this? I'm just gonna draw like random lines that I think make sense. You don't know how to draw? Well, same, I guess. That's fine. It's not something, you know, it's not something that just happens overnight. I mean, actually, I think that some people actually just draw good at the gate, but evidently I'm not one of them. You know what Battletech is? That's where this robot is from. From Battletech. How do I do this? How did someone draw this? Like, honestly, this might be a 3D model they drew over, but still, it's just, how did they do this? I Mine is so smushed, man. Whatever. That's just power on through. Power on through, and hopefully something come to from it. If not, well, I've tried. I was so gone. Now I hold on. What is this supposed to be? I don't even know what I did. Okay, so actually, seems to be like a little thing here that goes down. Then that happens. I don't know, just so close to. My sketch is too smushed, so I'm just trying to stretch things out a bit. I'm trying to. I'm not successfully doing it, but you know, I'm trying. uh, not successfully doing it. Maybe I should just ignore some of the lines. Just go for like the big ones. That might help. It might. I'm not saying it will, but it might help. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a. I'm gonna do that. Wait, what? No, that's the. How did they do it in the original art style? It's just a bunch of squares, man. A new one, a lot more intricate. It's modern, so let's just make things intricate. I mean, yeah, it looks nice. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Excuse me. 切なもの失って本当の愛に気づいて I tell you now just how close you are Dun, 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 dun. Let me know that you're alright 君も心の近くで君の感じてそれだけが僕の仮に I tell you tell the world I'm waiting the face lonely days I ありそうなことさえ伝えられないなんて Feeling everything that was right in front of me 大切なもの失って本当の愛に気づいて I tell you now just how close you are あらららなんだろうあららららららるのならば目覚にせかして空でいるよて I was so gone now I hold on Oh there you go 夜空に願い込めて違う立ち入りでも信じて歩いていく僕らを願って抜かん I tell you now just how close you are You are Ooh. Oh my god, it's kind of scuffed, but screw it, whatever. Keep going. Now. I'm just looking for different music to listen to. I'm familiar with Battletech. I mean, my YouTube is full of lore videos of it, so but I don't want to say I'm a master or anything because I'm like I'll say I'm experienced? Question mark. Medium deep, if that makes any sense. Above average, maybe. What do you want to know about it? I could tell you some things or two. Like I first knew a Battletech in like the late 2000s. If that answers your question, I don't know if it does, but you know, I've I'm I've known about this a very long time when I was a kid. If you got a question, anything about it, I might be able to answer it. I was gonna ask if you knew what mech this is, but then, I mean, I guess the answer's right there. If you're talking about a tabletop game, I do play it, but I play like the digital version. I don't play like the real life version. And so the digital version, it does all the roles and rules and all that. So I don't really have to think about that. Snow rains. The tabletop, the digital version is free. It's free to download if you want to, play it. It's called Mega Mech. It's literally just a tabletop, but you can play it, digitally. Children are singing Santa Claus. The stars seem holy now. Da, 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 Zeru. 子供たちの声が安らかる。Do you want a general breakdown of all the factions or something like that? I can tell you that if you're interested. Time to go into the rabbit hole. So I can tell you some bits, I guess, if you don't know. So this isn't to scale, but this. Okay, hold on. There's like a faction here. There's a faction here. There's a faction like here, and then there's like one like that. That's Earth. This is the map, if it makes sense. So this is the main factions, but in the current timeline, like up here is a clusterfuck. Over here is also a clusterfuck. But this is like the generic or general factions, I guess. That's like the quote unquote, like the status quo, not status quo. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like the go-to faction slash I guess the base factions. I guess this is called the Inner Sphere, right? I don't know why I've worded to that. Whatever. Right in the middle of the map, that's Earth, that's Terra, that's Sol, right? And it's under control of Comstar. Now Comstar is it's a supposedly it's supposedly a neutral organization that takes care of that takes care of technology, but like the technology bit they kind of hide it for themselves, so they have access to better technology than everybody. And they also, their main job is to take care of the HPG network. HPG is basically just space internet. All right, this is space radio. That's like that's like multiple sites everywhere. Not every planet, but most planets. No, I think every planet has this HPG station, and Comstar they take care of these things, right? They handle the radio communications and everything. So these guys, they only sit on Earth, like their headquarters on Earth, but they got pretty big influence, I guess, because they literally control the flow of information, whether it be technological information or just communications information. But they control everything. But yeah, they're supposed to be neutral, and how do you spell neutral? They're neutral, like in quotation marks. They're neutral. Anyway, that's Comstar. They hold Earth. Then up here, this is the Draconis Combine. Also known as Space Japan. These guys are literally just samurais in space. That's pretty much it. they're samurai. Space samurais. You like Japanese stuff? There's your faction. Over here is the Federated Federated Sons. Federated Sons. Right? And TLDR version is they're I guess you could see them as the British Empire. They're one of the stronger factions. There's a point in time where these guys, the Federated Sons, they combined with these guys. These guys are the Lyran or Lyran, one of those two. I say Lyran, but I think it's Lyran. Lyran Commonwealth. These guys, you can see them as the German Empire. They have strong German, what do you call it, influence. It's led by House Steiner. This is led by House Steiner. This is led by House Kurita. And this is led by House Davion. Their capital planet is literally called Avalon, or New Avalon, I guess. That's the capital planet for the Federated Sons. It's like somewhere here. Then the Lyran Commonwealth, there's a planet called Tharkat somewhere here. For Draconis Combine, somewhere up here there's a planet called Luthen. I think originally they have like well, guess what? The Capellans are also my favorite. The Capellan Confederation. Yes, a fellow citizen. Space. China. This is Capellan Confederation. Basically Space China. Maybe even North Korea. But yeah. Led by House Lao. Liao, yeah, Lao. But yeah, Space China. Maybe even North Korea if you want to go that far. Then over here, you got the Free Worlds League. I'm just going to do FWL. Free Worlds League. This is basically America. Space America. Not exactly, but basically. They got like, the corporations got very big influence here. And they're technically in a state of emergency. So that's why they have like one guy, one family leading throughout the centuries. They're currently in a state of emergency. I believe. So this one family, House Merrick, has been, you know, in charge of this whole place here simply because they evoke emergency powers all the time. Oh my god, that's a cluster. But yeah, over time, over the timelines, things fell apart. Capella Confederation at one time was like this small, like the Federate Sons and the thingy they combined into one nation. So the Confederation became this small, but then they regained most of what they lost, and then these two factions they fractured again. They had a civil war. They had a civil war and they fractured in two again. The Free Wars League, there's a period of time called the Word of Blake Jihad. So the Word of Blake is basically Comstar, but religious. I mean, Comstar is somewhat religious, but these guys are like the extreme religious guys. So they believe that it's their Comstar and Word of Blake. They believe that it is their destiny to control all of humanity. So they are their control of technology and communications. It's like they're trying to like move the pieces behind the behind the curtains so that they can make everything fall. I guess so they'll be the ones in power. But that didn't work. They were kind of close to it, I guess. But ever since their plans fell apart, they declared jihad. Basically, it's literally called jihad. So they declared jihad and just began attacking everybody. But they lost. After like a decade of fighting, they lost. Not decade. Is it decade? Maybe less than a decade of fighting. They lost, and then Comstar was also kneecapped a bit because of that. But the jihad had long-standing, what do you call it? Like has a legacy, I guess. The Free Wars League broke apart into multiple nations, right? They only recently reunite, but even then, it's still it's not like the whole thing. There's still like bits of there's still like independent planets over here. The Duchy of Endurian, and I think somewhere down here as well there's another planet. There's another country, I guess, a breakaway country. Right, that's the inner sphere. Then right outside here, you got the periphery nations, and the periphery nations are like the smaller nations, I guess. There's two down here that's pretty popular. You got the Taurian Concordate, and then you got the Magistracy of Canopus down here. Magistracy of Canopus, you can kind of see as like this is like the Magistracy of Canopus is very popular for its, let's say, decadent lifestyle, I guess. This is where you go to have some fun, if you get what I'm saying. Pleasure place. There you go. Taurian Concordate, they're isolationists. They like to be they are the old man that say get off my lawn. So they don't like outsiders, especially the Federated Sons. They don't like these guys. Then there's over here. There's a Marian hegemony. These guys are space Romans. They want to be like they're literally Romans in space. I guess they got the guy leading it is like I think it's called Caesar, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it's the space Romans, I guess, but they're blue. I think there's a nation here, but I don't remember. Up here, there's like there's a bunch of nations up here. There's like a mercantile league or something up here, and then there's like there's the Nueva Castile slash something Caliphate. I forgot. Nueva Castiles. It's like space Spain that got taken over by people who call themselves caliphates. Then out over here, there's the Fit Velt. Then there's like other nations here and there. That's the periphery nations, the minor nations. And then you got the clanners. So the clanners, they are, oh my god, dude. I'm going on a rabbit hole. I'm not even drawing anymore. Okay, so basically in the 2700s, all of human space, or at least all of the Innisphere, they were under the Star League. Now, the Star League is basically Space NATO, or the UN, I guess. Space UN, Space NATO. It's led by House Cameron. Now, House Cameron is an extinct house, but they used to control like the middle of the map here. They were the Terran hegemony. They control Earth and all the surrounding planets, all the surrounding systems around here. Anyway, in the 2700s, the Star League control. However, there's a nation, I think somewhere here or here, I forget, a periphery nation called the Rimsworld Republic. I think. I could be wrong. Let's just go for Rimsworld Republic. I could be wrong. I don't remember the name. But this nation here. Full on nation. On Sarna. Oh yeah, there's like pirate nations. There's like a pirate nation over here. The something Federation. Heck was it called? There's a pirate nation. There's a pirate nation here. There's the Oregon Coalition over here. And then, there's a lot of pirate nations here and there and everywhere. Anyway, Rimsworld Republic. It was led by House Amaris. Amaris. So around this time, House Amaris was led by a guy called Stefan Amaris. Right? And this guy, he befriended the let's say the emperor, I guess, just to make it easy for you. The overall emperor of the Star League, the first lord, that's the name. The first lord of House Cameron. I forgot the guy's name, but it was a kid. I think no, it was either a kid or a young man. But basically, this guy, Stefan Amaris, befriended that kid. Cameron kid. Right? He literally just stood by his side for years on end. He basically groomed him. Alright? And then sometime around I think it was him that instigated it, but there was like a war up here against a periphery nation. So the SLDF is the military arm of the Star League, right? So there's like a war up here. The SLDF was like busy going up there. So when the SLDF went up there to take care of that war, Stefan Amaris killed that kid and the entire House Cameron. So House Cameron gone. This guy was the culprit. He killed the entire house and then declared himself First Lord. First Lord of the Star League. So, the SLDF, when they heard this happen, they were led by a guy called Alexander, I don't know how to spell his name actually. Something like that. Alexander Kerensky. So he's like the general of the SLDF, right? When he heard this happen, he did a giant U-turn and just blitzed to Earth, to Terra. He blitzed to Terra, right? After years of fighting, he fucking kills this guy, right? He's dead now. And then Alexander Kerensky, he called upon the lords of the Draconis Combine, Lyrian Commonwealth, Confederation, Free Worlds League, and Federated Sons. They called them to a meeting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they called them to a meeting and what to do. with the Star League, right? Who's gonna be the next one? So when that happened, every single one of these guys, or maybe some, I think it was the Draconis Combine mainly. He was like, "I'm the first lord. No, I'm the first lord." Everybody was like, putting their claim as the first lord. And Alexander Kerensky here, he was like, "Fuck this shit." He took his army and just flew into deep space up here. He just disappeared. That's called the Exodus. So his army, right, this Exodus army just went north or coreward. And eventually they found like 5 planets. This is called the Pentagon Worlds, right? Pentagon Worlds, they settled there, but eventually these planets, developed their own nations and they fought each other. And then people who were fed up with that, they left the Pentagon Worlds to go even further north. And further north they found a region of space that will be called the Clan Space. So Alexander Kerensky kid, Nikolai, I think was his name. I believe, is it Nikolai? I don't remember his name. Something. I think it was Nikolai, I could be wrong. He founded the clans. The clans are a warrior society. There's like 20 clans in originally, but it's been trimmed down to like a couple over the years. It's been trimmed down to 13 or something like that. So it started with 12 clans, and these guys are what do you call that? They're warrior society. They got what do you call that? Genetically engineering, genetics, all that good stuff, right? So these guys are strong, and because they left war behind, they kept all the technology. And then from there, they just kept innovating and kept improving the technology, while the Innisphere was descending into chaos, right? Because of everybody was claiming to be the first lord. There was wars happening. Everyone was in the middle of a war. This time frame was called the Succession Wars, where everybody fought to be. There's 4 Succession Wars, where everybody fought to be the first lord. Was the first lord? The first lord, right? So everybody fought to be the first lord. It's called the Succession Wars era. And during this era, especially in the First and Second War, technology just went downhill because everybody just destroyed everything. Like indiscriminate destruction, they just destroyed everything. So technology in the Innisphere went downhill for like a couple of centuries. Excuse me. While in clan space, because they didn't fight each other, or they did fight, but they were very reserved with their fighting. Their technology, improved a lot over the centuries. Anyway, the clan's dream is to return back to the Innisphere and reestablish the Star League, and becomes the master of humanity. However, some of the clanners first once they grown up here, they went back to the Pentagon Worlds and retook everything. They destroyed all the warring nations there and took the planets for themselves. And these guys, their dream is to go back to the Innisphere and establish a Star League. However, over time, some of the clanners was like, we can't be bothered with that shit, man. We got stuff to do here. We are peaceful here, right? We are doing good here, but some want to go back. And then one day, just a random civilian ship, right? They were just exploring deep space, right? They were just charting out planets to see what's out there. One day, they just came upon the clans. And then the clans hounded upon them, right? They captured them and everything. And so, when this happened, the clans was like, oh shit, the Innispheres, they're gonna attack us. This is their scout ship. When it's not a scout ship, it's literally just a civilian, just charting out empty space. It's just an explorer. just charting empty space. But these guys were panicking, like, oh shit, they're gonna attack us. We gotta attack them first. So they did. That's called the clan invasion. So the clan invasion happened. This is a clusterfuck or whatever. And yeah, they went down here. They carved like an entire section right here. This entire section of human space, the clans took it. It was split between 3 to 4 clans. And oh my god, dude, I'm here. I'm supposed to be drawing, not this. But yeah, that's the gist of it, I guess. Afterwards, after the clan was a civil war. After the clan was stopped, the Innisphere won, or at least they managed to get a ceasefire. They what do you call that? No, they did win. Once they did win, that's when the what do you call that? No, wait. Before that, when the clans attacked the Innisphere, they combined. They made the second Star League. They made the second Star League, and the whole idea for the Star League is to fight the clans, which they successfully fought. And they didn't push them back though. The clans kept the worlds. They couldn't push them back. They kept the worlds, right? So yeah, after the clan was over, the clan threat was over. The second Star League fell apart because people start pulling out. The Capellan Confederation pulled out, then the Lyran Commonwealth and the Federated Sons pulled out. Wait, no, before that. Before the destruction of the second Star League, there was a civil war. The civil war split the Lyran Commonwealth and the Federate Sons back to the individual nations, because before they were a single nation. During the Fourth Secession War, the last Secession War, the Fourth Secession War, that's when they combine into a single nation and attack everybody and, won huge chunks of land, of planets even. But then once the kids took over, that's when the Civil War happened. Civil War happened, the nation split into two again. And then after the Civil War, that's when the jihad happened, because when the second Star League crumbled, the word of Blake was like, no, you ruined our plan. And, that's when the jihad happened. And then after like around a decade of fighting, that's when things, the jihad doesn't exist anymore. And then in the middle of here, a new nation was born called the Republic of Sphere. I haven't done much reading on them yet, so I can't really tell much about them. But what I can tell you is that sometime later in 31, 40, or 50 something, I think it's 51, 31, 51, the Republic of Sphere died. The clans continued their invasion, and they took over. They took over Earth, and they created a new Star League, the third Star League. And that's where the current timeline is at. I know it's a bit of a clusterfuck, but there you go. I gotta go back to drawing. Hopefully that I don't know what that did, but hopefully that did something. I'm gonna go back drawing now. If you got any questions, just ask. Especially for the Capellan Confederation, because I'm currently covering them on my YouTube. So everything else, I'm not gonna say that I know stuff, because I don't. But I might know some things that could answer your questions. Any potential questions that you have. I don't know if I even explained it correctly or clearly enough for you to understand. Did you understand what I told you just now? Extremely nerd shit. Anyhow, drink. It's funny how I was explaining that the freaking Christmas song explained. I mean, you don't hear it, but I'm hearing it. You understand? Well, thank you. Yeah, before the Star League was the Age of War. That's when all the nations, that's when they were fighting each other all the time. But it wasn't particularly barbaric, I guess, compared to the Succession Wars. So the Age of War ended when the Terran hegemony created the Star League and invited everybody in. Then it was this Star League was an age of peace. Basically, it was a golden age. It was an age of peace in the Innisphere. The periphery, they weren't particularly safe during the Star League era. There was a period that there was the Star League kind of they didn't want to join the Star League, but the Star League was like, no, you're joining. You don't have a choice. So that's called a reunification war, a war to reunify humanity. Basically, was the idea, I believe. But yeah, I need to get more water. We are back. I need to pee as well. Let's use this opportunity to go to the toilet, shall we? I'll be right back. I want to finish the lakes today. I'll be right back. All right, let's return. I have returned. Let's continue drawing. I need to expand the canvas. I think things getting too short. Let's give myself another 1,000 pixels. How do I do that? The stars seem holy now. There you go. Ha! I gave myself more space. 子供たちの声が明日ら光る。自由だった先に片してそうでしたさ。Do you have a favorite mech? The reason why I like the Confederation in the first place is because of a mech that they made and I like. And then from there, I just immerse myself in their lore. And I mean, I'm not stupid enough to not realize that they're not exactly the best place to live, but they're kind of funny. They're kind of fun, not funny. I like them still. Like if I was in the Battletech universe and I could choose where to live, I don't know if I would choose a Confederation. Maybe I would still. but objectively speaking, it's not the it's not the freest of societies. It's literally a. I mean, it's not a communist country, but it kind of runs like one. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not communist, but it's a very communal based society, I guess. It's a very the self is not as important as the state kind of country. Know what I'm saying, if you believe in Father Christmas, but I still like him anyway. Christmas dun, 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 dun. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da,夢それそれのでだだだだだだだda, da, da, da. How did she get into Battletech? Was it MechWarrior? Children are singing Santa Claus. The stars seem holy now. Da, 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 da. 子供たちの声が明日来かぬ。ずるずるずるずるずるずるずるずっと知るずっとしたさらな Snow brings the snow No Christmas like Snow brings the snow of my dreams. Do 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 do. If you believe in Christmas dun, 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 dun. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 snowball. Snowball. Oh, you know what? If you like the Confederation, would you like to know more? I have an entire series that's still ongoing. Woo-hoo. Actually, a new episode will come out in like 5 hours or something. That's good. Hey. Wait. But if you do end up watching it, watch the before the Confederation series first, though. That covers the nations before the Compelling Federation. Nations that make up the Compelling Federation, but before they became the Compelling Confederation. So basically, in the Age of War, oh, it wasn't the five nations that we all know, or six, I guess, because there's the Terran Hegemony, that's the Draconis Combine, the Federate Sons, the Compelling Federation, Free Worlds League, and the Delirian Commonwealth, right? Before they became five nations, they were literally like just dozens of like small nations excuse me, here, there, and everywhere, right? And they slowly, combine into one through a set of circumstances, and that's how the what do you call it? The successor states became a thing. So if you do end up watching more series, start with the series called Before the Confederation. That covers the pre-Capellan nations. Yeah. What the heck is this at? I'm trying to listen to a song. Wait a minute, that's wrong. I feel like I need to make this even longer just to give it more length still. I'm gonna make it longer. Sorata Kieda da 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 Kazari da 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 Hachida kada do 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 do. That looks better. Christmas da 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 da. Da 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 da. You know. Does it look better? Is the arm straight goes straight down? My arm too big. The stars seem holy now. Da, 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 da. I think my torso is too thick. Whatever. It only takes one lost soul in 1,000. We just make believe it's slow to prove out but not all another. I over time instant when it's hard to hold your hand apart, but we must try. Sweet together in the dark, it's supposed to be. And you never ever need to fight. And I don't know when your light will go out. Innocent crying child, the heart of your enemy. In the sky, thinking why they have to die just face to face. Da, 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 da. Oh, I remember now. The pirate nation I was thinking of. So that's Lyrens, and that's the Free Worlds League. Over here, Circanus. I don't know how to spell it actually, but it's Circanus Federation. There you go. That's the pirate nation I was talking about just now. Anyway. All the best You guys use all the words. For friendship we let down all others. Can one of you just tranquility? Sweat together in the dark. It's supposed to be. Cause I want to know the can't sing. But you're fighting every day, and I don't know when your light will go out. Innocent crying child, the heart of your enemy. All right. All right. Legs. Oh, oh. So we're together in the dark. It's supposed to be. Cause I wanna know the end. You never ever need to fight. But you're fighting every day. And I don't know when your light will go out. Innocent crying child. The heart of your enemy. Hello, how you doing? I've been up to MechWarrior. Discombobulated by aerodynamic Kshatriya. What are you, oh, are you talking about? Are you talking about GBO2? We're getting DLC, dude. It has to be this. Oh, dude, come on. It has to be the Chaos March. I can't think of another another thing like after the Jihad. Or not after the Jihad. After the Guerrero is the Chaos March. If unless they just go straight to the Civil War. Ooh. Oh, the Moloch. I thought you were like, what the this getting discombobulated? Or are you getting confused? What's going on? Are you trying to assemble it without instructions or something? Anyway, yeah, it has to be it's either the Civil War or the. I mean, it could be both. I guess both the Civil War and the Chaos March. Can we just get a loud DLC, please? Very long. I'll show you long. Anyway, that's cool. I'm excited. Yay! Drawing a mech is hard. uh, how do you draw a foot? I don't know how to draw a foot. I think this is too long. I think I need to cut it short. Okay, there's a frontal view. I can't wait though. I want to see what's going on. Please just give Sunny Zoo, man. I want to see Sunny Zoo, please. No, 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 no. We play as them. We've already played with the Free Worlds League now. Actually, kind of the Guerrero. We played with the Federated Suns. We played with the Draconis Combine. Wait, have we done Lyran? I mean, I guess Federated Suns and Lyran the same thing again. What do you mean? No! They teased it at the end there. Work with Lao. Come on! Why is this? I can't wrap my head around this. Something's very wrong. This is a chance to turn that around. People like Lao. Tired of being rescued, cause it's just a gilded cage. All the way from your crusade. Missions and momentum. I went through. I don't know if he's still here or not, but there was a guy on Twitch. He said he was new to Battletech, and I just went on a lore spiel just now. I'm in a special place, survivor. Can you see my frozen dream? My frozen dream can never be. It is a paradox. Can never be, never be. It has to be chaos. Unless they go straight for the Civil War, it has to be Chaos March. And the Capellans made headways in Chaos March, so we are isolated and in close proximity. Xing Sheng, man, come on, that's a pretty big moment for the Federation. We could retake Saint Ives. Oh, dude, that could be the DLC, retaking Saint Ives. In the meantime, the shields are down. I'm in a special place, survivor. Can you see my frozen dream? My frozen dream can never be. It is a paradox. Such a frozen dream can never be. Is that a foot? Is that the gladiator's feet? I don't fucking know. My burden break from. Mech Commander 2 has a LoL campaign. I might go play that now. But playing Hawk's Crescent Inception though, that was fun one. Wish they made more of that kind of Battletech game. I like that game. That was fun. You do stocks, man. Can you feel my restata? It's broken. Can you feel such frozen dream? Rise over. Unless dream can never be. Wait a minute. This is supposed to be rotated. Supposed to be like that because it's stomping the. It's standing. Looks like he's got gout. I don't think I don't. It can't be the Draconis Combine again because I think by this time is it? I don't know. When was Death to Mercenaries enacted again? But this girl has deep allegiances. The shields are down. I'm in a special place. Oh no, Death to the Mercenaries was a while ago. Never mind. Then I think we got past. Yeah, I already got past Death to Mercenaries. Such a frozen dream, such a frozen dream can never be, never be. Waited for a century, it's only getting worse. People want to stop me when I try to lift the curse. We are isolated and in close proximity. Sisters and our brothers living in this galaxy. Eluding me, saving me. You are one of my few weaknesses, but this girl has deep allegiances. In the meantime, the shields are down. I'm in a special place. Survivor. Can you see my frozen dream? I think that's gonna be the best I'm gonna be able to make my skill set. It's a paradox. Such a frozen dream. Such a frozen dream can never know. Da, 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 da. I am free, such a frozen stream, such a foolish dream can never be. Makes my mind to take a sip. Uh, oh God! We're making the both feet today, at the very least. I don't see why not. They are Han Chinese, so why not? Especially after Xing Sheng, where you know Chinese culture was pushed heavily. So I don't see why not. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. God damn it, the freaking legs aren't. Because, people still celebrate Christmas. If they still celebrate Christmas, I'm sure, or winter holidays, I guess, but that's basically Christmas. If they still do that, why don't the Chinese nation? They might. You're one of my few weaknesses, but girl, it's deep allegiances. Time that shit. Oh my god, that's a leg. Wow. This leg, I need to pull it down even more. I can't believe there's still Stickman. The Stickman guy is still here. Oh god. Ugh. Never be. I don't know. I kind of want to experiment with painting because I kind of want to make like this look like the 2016 Battletech art style. Kind of look. But I don't know how to do that. I think they they basically kind of sculpt it from the rear to the front, or something like that. But I don't know how to do that. I really like that art style though in the 2016 game. Was it 2016, 2018? I don't remember. But saving me, you are one of my few weaknesses. But this girl has deep allegiances. The shields are down. Survivor. Can you see my frozen dream? My frozen dream can never be. That's why it looks odd. You see, such a frozen dream, such a frozen dream can never know. Da, 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 da. My bird is bursting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What? Is there hope anywhere? I mean, David Lear, Kai Elliot's son, he was captured trying to go home to celebrate New Year. So I don't know if it's Chinese New Year's, but New Year, you know, could be that. Such a frozen dream, such a frozen dream can never last. Da, 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 da. Yay. Such a foolish dream can never be. What is this? Is this a hole? Just a random hole into the knee or something? Like what the heck? Looks like it. What is that? It's just a hole. Okay. My feet is a lot more wider, I think. I think that's why everything looks so stubby because I draw so wide. Did I move this? God, what have I done? Ah. I said I was gonna expand the legs, but ended up looking the same, somewhat the same distance. But I think it does look longer though, because up here is longer. Because the original one, the knees are up here. By moving the knee thingy down here, does make it look slightly not what was the word I'm looking for? Not stumpy. Losing me, you are one of my weaknesses. In the meantime, the shields are down. It's my different song. What the heck? How's the Kshatriya going? Or you're done already with that one? Such a frozen dream can never be, never be. It's only getting worse. People want to stop me when I try to lift the curse. Sisters and why does this look so odd? There you go. Survivor. There you go. Maybe I should move on before I get hyperfixate on something. uh, Such a golden dream can never love. Such a golden dream. Such a foolish dream can never be. Right. Left, right leg now. Okay. So if that's down there, that means it has to be down here. So an adorable star we can see from afar, but the truth it belies. All who enters her dies. Is a beating of wings as the pendulum swings, and we can't believe such a burning. You know, blood is thicker than water, but you just want everyone to get along. For the candles in the darkness burning up the sorrow. There's no way to sadness within mine. For the broken hearted people, time and snow surround us so long. I mean, house love bondsman. Oh, clan tick. For us, we were them on a caustic life. Is a friends not too hard, and the politics is such another friend. You know, blood is thicker than water, but you just want everyone to get along. Let me just draw like a simple one first. There's nowhere to sadness within mind for the broken-hearted people. Diamonds now surround us so long of a mind. Leave your past behind. Binary. For the world is infinity. Binary. I'm just gonna do a simple one first so I can get like my bearings. Something like that? Hmm. Are you hungry or something? Burning at the sorrow. No the sadness within mine. For the broken hearted people. Time and space around us so long behind. Leave your past behind. Binary. Okay, so yeah, it kind of slopes in, and then there's the ankle joint, something like that. Excuse me. Food? Why would you think food? I disconnected. And it's every time you hurt us out with knife, and I'm calling out your name again. If you holding on to fear, I knew the blind can open, let light shine through. And I say, why we can't stop all the sacrifice? Know that all the lies became the stone in your heart. I wonder how long you gonna survive. We didn't see all its meaning. You are the one for me. Finally, I can see. Can you promise me you'll come and save and help me? I'm counting on you to bring the peace we all deserve, and maybe we'll be able to continue. And it's every time you hurt us out with knives, and I'm calling out your name again. If you're holding on to fear, I knew the blind can open, let light shine through. And I say, why we can't stop all the sacrifice. I know that all the lies became the stone in your heart. I wonder how long you gonna survive. We didn't see all its meaning. Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Why is this so hard to draw, dude? It's just a circle. And it's every time you hurt yourself with knives. Out your name again. On to fear, I knew the blind can open, let light shine through. And I say, why we can't stop all the sacrifice. We didn't see all its meaning. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do you feel dun, dun? You can beat this now, look on the shelf. It's only you that can fly this new unicorn into the sky. On to fear, I knew that. God, my legs are so wide compared to like the actual model. I don't. It's thin. Mine's so wide. You are the one for me. Finally, I can see. To be the peace we all deserve. It's so wide. Oh my god. Oh shit. Maybe I need to like pull this in a bit. Didn't see all its meaning. Dun 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 dun. On to fear I knew the blind can open, let light shine through. I got the thickness wrong. Like, it's very wide but very thin. It's supposed to be. Oh my god. Dun, 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 dun. Looks better. You can beat this now. Look on the shelf. All the fear I knew that. I meant to reduce the skirt length a bit. It still looks too short, man. Ikanakuchana. Well, that's a good compromise. I need to shorten this one too. There you go. I think I need to pull this up more. Cat off 5 far right. Sasawa kagere kata. Tachiru kabu yowahi wa chidu. Bum, bum, ba-dun, dun, 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 dun. Alright. I think this is okay enough. Shorten the thing a bit. Disconnecting like a bitch. God. So I gotta get her. Samanaku-chan. So I touch. Muzukashi わかる方立ちるかぶ弱いは知れたくつ
Semanaku-chan. Kota dan da 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 da. Muzukashii hanai na. So wa kakeru, so wa kakeru keta. Tachiru ka busho wa huwa. That's too short. I think I pulled this even more up, like here somewhere. Look, that was thick though. So I got get it, so I got get it, get the. Oh my god, this is kind of hard. What the heck?
So I gotta get it. So I gotta get it. Get the. Hmm. How do I do this? What the heck? Oh my god, this is confusing. This is extremely confusing. My brain can't wrap around this. Hmm. I think that's good enough. Right. Let's just do like the lower half. Kota hewan. Da, 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 da. Muzukashi no ina. That looks like a leg. Semanaku-chan. Oh my god, you do this. Bum bum ba-da-dun, dun 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 dun. Ba-dun dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Wow, I don't know why this hard. Uh. Tashiru kabuyo wa hiwa. Mm. Mm. I gotta fucking go in for a bit. I mean, it looks okay, I guess. I feel like this is too. I think it needs to be like here. Right? I gotta go for a bit. No, fuck it. I'll just end it here. Then I'll finish this leg on my own. Alright. Till next time. Take care. Bye bye.